Sweet peas are further behind this year than normal, but they're really starting to move now. I've really noticed it in the last few days. They're starting to thicken up, they're starting to branch. They're looking really very good. So I will leave them in the greenhouse until we've hardened everything else off. Give them a bit more time to catch up, but just thought you'd like to see mine, see how they're doing, compare them to yours. So don't worry if they've been a bit slow this year. They're coming along beautifully now. And they're so big, aren't they? Once they do start flowering, they're absolutely enormous. So all of this good, slow growth has been really good for them. It's made them into really bulky plants. So just make sure they've got plenty of light, plenty of ventilation during the day. And they've been in these pots for ages, so you will need to give them a feed. I've given the entire greenhouse, I've been really careful with my watering because it's been so damp, hasn't it? So I've given the greenhouse a really good watering now. And just like the sweet peas, these are starting to look stronger and stronger every single day. These are in. They shall need going into their final containers soon. So you can harden them off and put them out in the garden, or if you're going to do what I'm going to do, I'm going to create that beautiful patio pot again. Then as a contrast, here are the plants in the flower field. They are bolt upright. Let me put my hand in just so you can see quite how big they are and how thick the stems are. It's just incredible, and it's such early colour, isn't it? Look at those flowers. There's quite a few varieties of Cerinth out there. This one is my favourite. Fast forward, it is now the very beginning of June and the clary sage are looking absolutely magnificent. You can see the Orlea in the background beyond, and right next door we've got the Cerinth. The colours go beautifully together. And the poppies have started to flower, although it's the seed pods that we're really waiting for. Then beyond, can you see that clary sage just giving us that really important splash of colour? And then beyond, you can see the sweet peas in the distance. Oh, and the Ami majors. Look at that. Oh my goodness me, look at these larkspur. They're absolutely beautiful. And they've come out as a plug, so they're not even going to notice that they've been moved. They are absolutely desperate now for their 15 cell trays. So I'll get them settled in, and then almost straight away we can start hardening them off. And then by the time they've filled these 15 cells, because they will grow fast now, the light's better, by the time they've filled these 15 cell trays, we'll be ready to put them out in the garden. And this will also clear out a bit of space in the greenhouse for our other sowings. We've also got a 40 cell tray back as well, because we need that, don't we? Just snuggle them in all around. And don't worry, can you see this? This is one of the cotyledons. So that's the seed leaf that first emerges, and that feeds the plant as it grows. And then once they have their true leaves, then the plant doesn't need the seed leaves anymore, and they will slowly just drop away. So don't worry if you're looking at them thinking they don't look very healthy. That's okay, that's the plant. It's just taking everything back in so that these can just naturally drop off. but the plant itself is looking in rude health. I'm cracking open the new gloves today. Can't wait, my hands are a bit cold. And these are my snapdragons. Look, you can see the humidity that this lid is creating around the plant. So one at a time, every time I go down to the greenhouse, I'll take one tray with me. And now we've got a lift in the temperatures, they can stay down there tonight. But they will keep their lids on for a few more days. I shall just keep an eye out in case we get a bit of sunshine. I'll take the lid off and show you later. I just don't want to spoil the atmosphere. As you know, I potted up some of my rose lilies ahead of time on purpose. You saw me do it. It's the ones on the video, those exact ones. So one I left outside, one in a slightly warmer location. And look, you can see that one is starting to pop up already. So I'm going to give this a little top dressing of compost. And the date on the label, so I could tell you exactly, was the 5th. So if they are slightly warmer, so the greenhouse or in the garage or inside the back door, they are going to come up faster than those that are outside. So it depends on how quick you want your flowers, because the quicker they are, then the quicker they go over. So it's a good idea to either stagger your planting or put them in different places so they wake up at different times. Or all at once, completely up to you. This is Isabella, and it flowers slightly earlier than some of the other varieties. You can see all the flowers are out on this variety. So you probably want to have another one as well, just to continue the blooms for as long as possible. This is Anushka. Now I've grown 2 different plantings of this year. So the first planting, I actually left them in the pot over winter because they are perennial, and they flowered a couple of months ago actually. They've gone over now. And then this planting was put in a little bit later in early June, and it's now the very beginning of September. So if you've got some bulbs, what you can do is to stagger your planting just to make your flowers last longer. There's only 2 plants here. Isn't that incredible? Look at all those buds.